Welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adinoy. The headlines. President Muhammadu Buhari appoints new executive secretary for Nigeria Police Trust Fund. Core members across the country warned against spreading fake news. Commuters stranded as UK hit by biggest rail strike in over 30 years. And Nigeria defeats Ivory Coast to reach WAFU B Under-17 tournament final. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of Abdullahi Bala as the new Executive Secretary, ES, for the Nigeria Police Trust Fund, NPTF. Abdullahi Bala takes over from Ahmed Aliu, who resigned his appointment to run for the gubernatorial primary in his state. Born on the 18th of August 1967 in Sokoto North local government area, the new ES holds a master's degree in political science from Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto. Bala's career began in December 1992 when he became personal officer to Admin and Political Affairs Department, Cabinet Office, Sokoto. In May 2009, he was appointed as permanent secretary in Sokoto State Civil Service. Bala also worked as permanent secretary in ministries, departments and agencies, including ministries of finance, health and education. The Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, has warned men of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Edo State Command, to shun acts capable of working against the federal government's effort to ensuring Nigerians procure international passport with ease. Aregbesola, who stated this at the rollout of the enhanced e-passport in Benin, Asaba and Warri, and at the commissioning of the passport office, said 10,000 e-passports were available on the platform for applicants, stressing that the ministry was committed to changing the perception of service delivery for the better. He said the ministry under his watch would not hesitate to deal with officials of the service engaged in any illegal dealings, noting that President Muhammadu Buhari was desirous of improving service delivery in the country. He added that the enhanced e-passport carries 25 additional security features and is rated to be among the best in the world in terms of durability and quality. The Acting Controller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, Idris Jere, said with the unveiling in Edo, other states in the South have migrated to the enhanced e-passport. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, who accompanied the minister to the commissioning, pointed out that the unveiling will bring relief to passport seekers and ease the application process. The Director General, National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, Brigadier General Mohammed Fada has warned corps members to avoid using social media to spread fake news or cause crisis in the country. Brigadier General Fada, who gave the warning while declaring open the 2022 batch B Stream 1 orientation course in Asaya Camp, Kogi State, also warned them against engaging in partisan politics in their places of primary assignment. Our reporter has more.
One of the core objectives for the establishment of National Youth Service Corps was to ensure that Nigerians are united and integrated across ethnic, class and religious lines. The NYSC Director General Brigadier General Mohammed Fada, who was represented at the 2022 Batch B Stream 1 orientation course swearing-in ceremony by the NYSC Kogi State Coordinator Adebimpe Williams, warned corps members against dividing Nigerians through the irresponsible use of the social media.
You must continue to distance yourselves from cultism, drug abuse, and other social vices. I also urge you to avoid using social media for spreading fake news, fueling hatred, and other negative purposes, and instead deploy the same for the promotion of national unity and development.
With the labor market already saturated by large numbers of unemployed youths, Adebimpe encouraged the corps members to look towards skill acquisition.
I would like to remind you that white-collar jobs are not readily available. Therefore, I encourage you to avail yourselves of the opportunities for self-employment offered through skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development, the SAID program. You are expected to choose from any of the skill areas and make yourselves available for the training which starts from the orientation camp.
As Nigerians grappled with the realities of inflation on goods and services, the state NYSC chief appealed to corps employers to step up their monthly allowances due to them.
That no corps employer should pay anything less than 10,000, so that these corps members will be able to settle down adequately and comfortably to discharge national service.
Thousands of NYSC members are discharged and spread across the 36 states, including the FCT, annually to undergo the one-year compulsory service, after which majority return to their homes to fetch for themselves. Matthias Peter reporting for MLC TV.
Following the retirement of the former rector of Osun State Polytechnic, IVORY, Dr. Woye Olaniro, the deputy rector of the institution, Dr. Tajuddin Odetayo, has been appointed as the acting rector of the Polytechnic. The governing council of the institution at a meeting made this known through an official document signed by the head of service, Dr. Festus Olowogboyega Oyebade. The document read, and I quote, "The governor of Osun State, Adegboyega Oyetola, has approved the appointment of Dr. T.A. Odetayo as the acting rector of the Osun State Polytechnic, IVORY," quotation close. Dr. Odetayo, a 1987 graduate of accountancy, is a chief lecturer in the Department of Accountancy. He holds a doctorate degree in educational planning and policy from the University of Ibadan and another one in management science from Ladoke, Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomosho. He is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria and also a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers. The new rector is also a member of the Nigeria Institute of Taxation. He is an astute scholar with 24 journal article publications, 10 conference papers, and 6 books to his credit. He was elected as the deputy rector of the institution about 2 years ago by Board of Studies of the Polytechnic. 8 years after being kidnapped by the Boko Haram insurgent, the Theater Command Operation Hadinkai has presented the 2 recently rescued Chibok girls to the media. They were rescued with their babies, both of whom are about 2 years old. Hawa Joseph and Mary Dauda told journalists at a brief event at the Command and Control Center, Mai Malari Cantonment, that they had been married off to Boko Haram fighters for years and that there are still other Chibok girls in the Sambisa forest. They thanked the military for rescuing them after being held captive by Boko Haram for 8 years. The girls were rescued as a result of massive military operation in Sambisa Forest, Mandara Mountain, and the Lake Chad area, according to the theater commander, Major General Christopher Musa, who assured that the remaining abducted will be rescued. The General Officer commanding 7th Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General Waidi Shuaibu, said the girls rescued between June 12 and 14 have received necessary medical attention and will be handed over to the appropriate authorities shortly. Recall that Boko Haram kidnapped 276 female students aged 16 to 18 from the government girls' secondary school in Chibok, Borno State, in April 2014. Over 100 of the girls were still missing as of 14 April 2021, 7 years after the initial kidnapping. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution. And if we don't conduct ourselves with dignity and respect, nobody will respect us.
The heads of security in Nigeria made several different explanations for killings of our citizens.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby forward for the confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the unlisted nominees as National Commissioners and Resident Electoral Commissioner for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
Welcome back. On politics, following weeks of complaint about hitches experienced in the online registration of voters, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced that the portal has been shut. The clarification was made by the resident electoral commissioner of the Federal Capital Territory, Yahaya Bello, at a briefing in Abuja ahead of the Youth Vote Count mega music concert on Saturday. Bello wondered why Nigerians are still rushing to the Commission's website, despite the Commission's warning last month that it will suspend the online registration on May 30th, 2022. He said, people complaining that the online registration was no longer effective should have sought clarification before reaching such conclusion. He said, and I quote, "If you are talking about online registration, I will say it is very effective. What happened is that it has been suspended. Those who applied online have been captured and are in our records before the suspension." Quotation close. Bello also explained that the permanent voters card of people who are just completing their registration may not be ready until the first month of 2023. As the 2023 general election draws closer, Nigerians of voting age have been called upon to get their permanent voters cards, PVC, to enable them perform their franchise. The Ohi of Okene, His Royal Majesty, Alhaji Isa Maman Okatahi, made the call in an interview with newsmen in Okene. Alhaji Maman said the importance of PVC cannot be overemphasized, saying it will allow citizens to elect their leaders. Our reporter has more.
The traditional ruler explained that the refusal of citizens to vote during any election is not ideal in a democratic setting, charging them to live up to expectation in the discharge of their civic responsibilities.
There is by which you can use in putting the right people in the right place, especially a round peg in a round hole. So PVC is paramount, and year by year, people are getting to 18 years of age, and by last year they were not up to voting age or last dispensation, but now they are qualified to vote. So it's a continuous exercise, and those people that are no more in possession of theirs, either that they got lost or they misplaced it, or they need to renew it. This is the time for it because it is important.
He called on security agencies and all electoral empires to also double their efforts at tackling issues that have made the citizens stay away from voting during elections, adding that a peaceful and friendly environment goes a long way at encouraging them to perform their franchise.
We have been doing that, sensitizing our people, the need for them to maintain peace and order. And election is not war, but as a human beings fight intellectually. And the only way you can use your intellect at work is by choosing and selecting the right caliber of people to represent you.
Suleiman, who is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Economics, also made the call in an interview with journalists in Lokoja, called on concerned citizens charging Nigerians of voting age to get their PVC. He said the call became imperative following the need for the people to be fully involved in choosing their leaders during elections, stressing that their PVC serve as their voice at the poll units.
Because PVC is a birthright. If you talk about franchise, which is everybody has the right to be voted in and to be voted out, which you call your, franchise in your English language. Yes, every common man in the village, in the farm, in the IDP, in the wherever, has right to vote and to be voted for. And without the PVC, he does not have that right. So first think of how do you get this PVC to everybody so that he can know why he needs this PVC. Without you telling them and making him understand the use of this PVC, just say, you only believe that it's only when the politicians come, he needs this thing. I say, I'm not interested in politics, so I'm not going for the PVC.
The chairman of Kogi State chapter of the National Census Association of Nigeria However, called those charged with the responsibility of mobilizing the public to get their PVC to focus more on the important. Explained that such will go a long way at helping the people go about it without stress.
Let us make the common man knows the value of the PVC, not the use of PVC, the value first. If he knows the value, he will go for it himself without even you calling him. So please, I'm calling on every person, every citizen to go for this PVC. The market woman, make sure that when you are buying something for your market, madam, ask her, madam, do you have your PVC? Because it is his right to have it. It's not just for the politicians. The politicians have only 10% need of that PVC. You need PVC for a bigger society, for a bigger use than the politics. Because everybody believes it's just for the politician. Go and vote with it. And no, it's not just that. It's more than that.
PVC is very important, not for the politicians alone. Every common man has the right to vote and to be voted for during elections. But without the PVC, they cannot perform such fractures. This is why people who are of 18 years and above need to do the needful to get their PVC ahead of the 2023 general election to elect good leaders into power. Faith Abdugafar reporting for MLC TV News, Lokoja.
Now on foreign news. Travel across British rail station was ground to a halt on Tuesday as widespread strike action, billed as the biggest in more than 3 decades, plugged commuters into kiosks and persuaded many to stay at home. The RMT Rail Union argued the strikes are necessary as wages have failed to keep pace with UK inflation, which has hit a 40-year high and is on course to keep rising. Last-ditch talks to avert the work stoppage broke down on Monday, promoting more than 50,000 RMT members to walk out. But negotiations resumed on Wednesday, the RMT announced. Railway and London Underground stations, normally a sea of people for the morning and evening rush hours, were deserted or even logged with just a skeleton service running on many networks across the country. Passengers were warned not to travel all week, with 2 more days of strike action scheduled for Thursday and Saturday, playing havoc with schedule. Cab firms reported a surge in demand, while the main roads were packed with buses and cars, with cyclists weaving in between. The government maintains that the issues must be resolved by the private train operators and the unions. On sports, let's join Jonah Malik for our sports update.
And on sports update, the Nigerian team knew that they had to bring their A game to the pitch if they want to defeat the Ivory Coast team to reach the WAFU B Under-17 tournament final, as they have been in brilliant form since the start of the competition. However, they failed to start well as Ivory Coast took an early lead in the 2nd minute of the first half through a penalty by Yandi Amende. The Nigerian team kept their spirit cool, which eventually paid off when they equalized in the 30th minute through Emmanuel Michael. 2 minutes later, Emmanuel Michael put Nigeria ahead when he scored his 2nd goal to make it 2-1 at first half. Idris Abdullahi scored in the 67th minute to make it 3-1 in favor of Nigeria. Nigeria held on to book a place in the final as the final score was 3-1 in favor of the Nigerian Under-17 team. The Eaglets will play Burkina Faso on Friday in the finals. And straight to Europe, German Regionalliga West club SV Strelen has announced the appointment of former Nigerian midfielder Sunday Olise as their new head coach. Olise will sign a 1-year contract with the Fort Steyr club. The 47-year-old last managed Eredivisie outfit Fortuna Sittard. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And on entertainment, Matthias Ayodeji is standing by.
On our entertainment news, Nigerian film executive Moses Babatope has been selected as one of this year's International Emmy Awards juror. The Film One Entertainment Managing Director is the newest Nollywood industry powerhouse to join over 1,000 television professionals selected by the Academics Judging Department. Usually selected from over 60 countries and 500 companies from all sectors of television, including the internet, mobile, technology, and a wide range of cultural backgrounds, the jury, according to the Emmys, represents current trends in world television programming. The International Academy of Television Arts and Sciences was founded in 1969 to promote excellence in international television and is the organization that awards international Emmys to the best television programs produced outside the United States. Over the years, the Emmys jury panel has spotted nearly a handful of Nigerian filmmakers and executives. In 2015, Tunde Kelani, MUHAMMADU, and Kunle Afolayan, among others, announced their selection to join the panel. Still on entertainment news from Africa, Tiwa Savage has become Tekno's first female ambassador. Confirming the news, the delectable singer, songwriter, and actress also excitedly announced this to her fans across all her social media pages that she is the new brand ambassador for smartphone giant Tekno, making her the first female ambassador that the smartphone giant has signed. Last week, the smartphone brand teased its followers about a new member joining the Tekno family with the initials T on its social media page. Social media lit up with numerous positive comments as many fans of both brands and artists expressed excitement about the deal. Many suggesting and sharing their opinions on why Tiwa Savage is the best choice for the brand, with Tiwa widely known for her unique and stunning fashion style, and Tekno smartphone now becoming synonymous with sleek designs and noteworthy dazzling innovation. Little wonder why the T partnership, as Tekno calls it, makes for a perfect match and is widely received by fans and social media enthusiasts. This announcement comes not long after the Tekno Camo 19 series launch on the 14th of June 2022 at the Rockefeller Center in New York City. The smartphone brand has expressed confidence in their choice of Tiwa Savage as their brand ambassador and the perfect candidate to promote the brand and its products. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you for the update, Matthias. And that's the size of our package for today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV1 for your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship. Please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday, 9 p.m., Local Government and You. Saturday, 7 p.m., Family Affairs. 9 p.m., Political Arena and Women's World. Sunday, by 6 p.m. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Joshua Adinoy. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day, and thanks for watching.